Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, finally out of the queue, and it is showtime. But you'll notice I'm playing the same character from last night. There's a reason for that. Trust me, would I lie? He'd lie. But he's not lying in this case. The queue was still at 1700, I think, on the other server when I hopped over here, and this one's at 600. So I'd be looking at another half an hour or 45 minutes to get into the other queue. And I want to actually play. So there's that. So if you're looking forward to the new expansion stuff, sorry, no dice. I can tell you about a little about it if anyone has questions. We're going to the Iron Keep. But first, where is... And which one is... I think this is the one. Scooch. Scooch. Well, we can make a bunch of linen, and so we will. My weaving is up to level 12. Now that's that. Should be right here. Maybe make ourselves some nice leather armor. It's rough leather. Oh my. Mortal energy. Stamina on kill. That's not bad. It's 1 second cooldown. And we do have Azoth, and we can put in 16. Might as well go right for the bestest item. We'll slap the Azoth in there. Very high chance. And we have an inherent and a perk 1, and gosh goodness golly almighty. Actually, probably should check and see. Decidedly dexterous 3. If I tip, I can't see where I can tip. Don't remember where I can tip or how I can tip. So I won't tip. Sorry, dude. I think everything's 125s. It is, except for the boots. We'll go ahead and we're going to make the rough leather coat with full Azoth pumped into it. Yeah, there we go. 205. It's got wellness, additional 0.5% health, and increased healing from consumables. Not awesome? But we'll take it. My armoring is 20. That was good enough to get to 20. Pretty quick. Yep. That is weaving music reward. I didn't do any music weaving. Learn. I've learned that sheet music. Holy sheet music, Batman. It is much, much better armor, that's for sure. Wellness is the same, and I also get anointed potions. 3% additional healings from consumables, which not that impressive. There's my new look. A little bit kind of priestly. We've got quite a ways to go. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a great evening or morning or afternoon. I try not to judge. That is going to cost me 10 Azoth. Worth? I'm going to say worth. So I played the expansion earlier, got up to level 66 at least. 67, I think. Pretty sure 67. The voice work is terrible. The voice work is, I'm pretty sure, artificial intelligence. Because every single voice in it is bad. But if it was just one, you could go, oh, they just got a really bad voice actor for that part. But no, they're all bad, and they're all bad in exactly the same way. So I don't think, in fact, that it's humans. Now, there were a couple posts about it on Reddit that vanished. So I'm thinking the mods there are trying to keep it out of the public eye. But frankly, I just don't think it's really debatable. It's bad. I would rather have no character voices than these that are devoid of human affect. Iron Keep. Recover Iron Rose Sword and search the keep for clues. Grab that. If I'd realized the queues were going to be so bad, I would have logged in like 2 hours ago. Just didn't realize. Should have realized, didn't realize. So I apologize.
By order of the Speaker of the Winds, I'm writing to inform the Iron Rose Company that the City Guard will be escorting the tribute to Medea. The Iron Rose is relieved of the responsibility for this season. I will be escorting the tribute myself, so you needn't be worried for its security.
We'll grab the Iron Rose Sword for the questy bit. Well, that looks like it ought to be a box of goodies that I can loot, but it isn't. I have to search the commander's office. It's across the way. Up the stairs. Oh, we got a big supply stockpile. I'm not going to say no. Chased me all that way to die so ignominiously. How disappointing for him that must be. Where? How the hell are we supposed to get in there? From over there? Ah, from there, presumably. No, not from here. Well, I was in that other building, and it didn't seem like there was a way across. But perhaps I simply missed it. That is possible. No, I didn't miss nothing. We'll try it again, this time for sure. Oh. Maybe the stairs that would lead in?
I do not need your excuses, Commander. The tribute for the season has not arrived on schedule. And, as you well know, this is a breach of my contract with the Iron Rose.
Nope, nothing up here.
Whoever holds the title of Speaker of the Winds, they should be reminded of the consequences that are described in detail in the original covenant. If this situation is not remedied quickly, and to
So
my
I will be
satisfaction,
apologizing most of the
further
evening because I'm not playing the new content.
will be expected.
The queue was too long.
I will not hesitate to
It was
visit
either not play
Windsor
for
myself
2 hours
and
or
personally see that the
get
cost
in
is paid for these
20 minutes.
transgressions. Yours in candor and quickly decreasing patience. Medea.
Wow, real voice work. The expansion was okay so far. A couple frustrations. I know some people were having bugs and whatnot. I didn't get really bitten by any bugs. But the voice work has got to be AI, because it's not just bad. It's bad in the same way for all the characters. No human affect, so... I can't believe people are saying, no, it's just bad actors. No, it's not. I do not believe that, unless they directed them to all act as if they were robotic, which is conceivable, but
no more noble
not really.
or sharp than the
Have the sword. There's your sword. You happy now? You happy now, baby? God, crybabies everywhere. Travel to Corinth. Sure, we'll travel right back to Corinth. I will recall. Don't cost nothing. So my choice basically was streaming something else or streaming this character, and I chose this character. On one of the West Coast servers. I started him last night, so there's a little continuity there. My only cap level character is on the East Coast servers. I am personally on the West Coast. But I had friends I was playing with, so that was why. East Coast server.
Ah, it's good to see you. What did you find in the Iron Keep? A correspondence from Medea. Let me see. Ah, God's blood, she is not happy. So, all this means the tribute never made it to Medea. But I
There's
still don't
more
understand.
human affect in this
The
little
Iron
piece of
Rose,
voice work than the entirety of the new
big-eyed
expansion.
little bastard. Now this explains why he wouldn't see.
Ding 15. Mysterious footwear. It's light. My current is also light. 189 is less than my current stuff. Wellness and hardcore parkour. We'll go ahead and salvage it. Heavy gloves, no thank you, not interested. Toughened leather helm. Heavy armor. As if. Do I look like the sort who'd use heavy armor? Hardly. I thought we got the breadcrumb quest for the mount at 15, but I might have been mistaken. Oop. Wrong button.
Ah, the hero who restored our windmills returns from the field.
Then tell me about the tribute.
Ah, as I've said countless times now, we've sent the damn tribute. We can't always guarantee the caravan's safety,
You sent DuPont to take it.
as was my right. That which Medea, if she's still there, has robbed us. I sent DuPont to learn the truth. How could I know?
Sounds
Of
like you
course
wanted
not.
this.
The town wants. Talk to Captain DuPont.
Captain DuPont, your boss is selling you out. That is the Halloween stuff. I think you have to be... I'm not sure if you have to be capped, but I don't think it scales you. And the content would one-shot any lower level character.
All right, slow down, hero. We're all mad about the stolen tribute, myself included. But going out there to reclaim it won't be a walk on the beach.
Park.
The
Walk in
pirates
the
that
park.
hit us are a tough crew.
Just tell me we're there.
There's a few pirate dens scattered. People are saying,
All right, talk to Leovix Silva. Trying to check out the levels of most of the players around. I would expect them to be lower levels. Put on a Night Vale costume together. I can't. I ain't got one. I ain't got one, you know? I suppose I can get a freebie from the quest giver. Can I? That would be nice. But I don't think so.
Can you sense that something?
Fledgling. This is tiered. I have none of the tokens. The boss's ichor has to go in there, about which I can just say, ooh, really, ooh. Nobody wants your ichor, dude. Actually, evidently somebody does, because they give you presents for it. So I take it back. Somebody wants his ichor. Not me.
You don't have to tell me. I already heard. That weasel DuPont let the tribute get stolen. Never would have happened with the Iron Rose. But honestly, Medea may be ruthless with those who cross her. But I don't think she'll do.
What do you think? I think the speaker and that fool DuPont are hiding something.
Still, if the tribute can be reclaimed.
It is raining outside.
Just be careful.
And it's the first time I've had to wear my hoodie in, I don't know, 6 months. Something like that. Winter is on the way. It's not here yet. It's October. We usually get a couple of days at least of Indian summer. We did have some 80s, but we usually actually will get a couple of days in the 90s in October at some point. Scout the Buccaneer Creek Pirate Camp. Arr, mateys. I'll be doing just that then, won't I? Sorry. I was suddenly attacked by a dose of the pirates. I'll get over it. I hope. Gotta collect the hemp. Not for that. None of your 420 humor. I was pretty sure it was level 15 to get the... the Mount Quest. Welcome to Windsward. Always with the storage. I didn't get it and, like, not see it, right? I need more boars. I need to kill more boars, but other than that... Hey, look, what do you know? A boar! I don't have any kind of quest for turkeys, but Thanksgiving is just right around the corner. Now, to be perfectly honest, I was never a huge turkey fan, with a couple of exceptions. My mom made really good turkey soup. And the turkey sandwiches were freaking great. So that's kind of my opinion on turkey, but on Thanksgiving, a huge fan of stuffing. Myself. Stuffing myself with stuffing, actually. Multiple iterations of stuffing. getting stuffed, being stuffed, eating stuffing. A wolf in wolf's clothing. Another turkey. Looking for boars. Taking the turkeys when I can get them. Because, hey, that's an experience point. My spear went up to 6. Despite I did not use a spear. It is raining pretty good out. Pretty well. Pretty much. Pretty wet. Well, we'll grab some free provisions because 3 is a good price. Oh my god. Bow is up to 7. Very nice. Potatoes. Taters, precious. Boil them, mash them. Stick them in my bags. A quest up here. A quest up here. Yes, 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 I know. All right, start with the spear. Let's see. Restore 25 stamina per target hit. That actually seems pretty good. Oh, and the bow. And the bow. Yes, sir. Blood-soaked arrow. 10% increased damage after each hit. And I have no idea how that scales. Explosive arrow inflicts burn. Yeah, let's burn them. Burn them. Sorry, I get carried away.
Things are pretty dire, aren't they? We've got swarm answers, we've got lost, and people are starting to lose hope. But I've got a plan to... No dessert, no wonder.
She wants to make dessert. Not gonna lie, I would like dessert right about now. Actually, I'm going to be eating a lot this week. As is tradition. It is my my annual mortality reminder day. Another lap around the sun complete. And I always eat a bunch of awful food from my youth. So that's things like cheap-ass powdered sugar donuts, Doritos. Might even talk myself into Pop-Tarts. Sadly, the company mothers that made cookies, not my mom, the company, went out of business. I think again. They went out of business, and then one of the major companies got their recipes and started making their stuff again. But it's at least no longer available at my local Safeway. But a lot of those kinds of foods, I'll probably have Jack in the Box delivered, as that was always my favorite fast food when I was a kid. I always do that for my annual mortality reminder day. Corn. are. We got all the corn. I think that is implies that that area is going to be up for fighting over in the PvP session, which is entirely optional. I think, not positive. Strawberries? So I felt a little underpowered in the expansion areas.
Did it?
I
You
did
got
it.
What about? It's not just desserts that after weeks of talk, I'm going taken. You can.
We need to... Oh, it's Grace O'Malley again. How you doing, Gracie, lass?
Now this is more like it. If we play our cards right. Now.
Alright, search Buccaneer Creek for clues, and travel to Buccaneer Creek. And Mother's Tears. Well, that's just sad. That's a sad name. Who wants to go to a place like that? It's sad. Oh, mature tree. I can't chop that down. Even if I wanted to. Alright, we need to collect saffron, peppers, cardamom, and defeat Keel Snap pirates. And we also need to find the tribute cart. I hope the week so far hasn't been blindingly awful to anyone. Oh, smash the crate. Oh, I have to smash the crates, but I also have to collect supplies. It was just a little unclear. Answer unclear. Ask again later. That's one. One little, two little iron. My first iron node. Yay! Much rejoicing. Just stop in the middle of the pirate camp. Mine a little iron. They won't mind. They're used to it, I'm sure. Alright, well, we'll destroy that one. That's saffron. I'm just mad about saffron. And saffron's mad about me. Old guy music reference. Somebody chopped a tree down on my head. That's kind of uncivil. What did I miss in there? Pepper. Gotta say, the servers are jumping even in the low-level areas. I'm a little surprised by that. I mean, I'm not surprised that they're jumping. With an expansion, and the fact that...
Well, this was I had an inkling the pirates had fallen.
The previous expansion, is now free. I always love getting attacked when I'm in the middle of a frickin' conversation. I don't, actually. That was a lie. I was exaggerating for effect, you know. I don't lie, but I am willing to exaggerate for effect. Oh boy, here we go. Gator. Apparently I actually am gator bait. Who knew? Cardamom. More loot. Got him. More saffron. What is the 2 down there? That is the last of the peppers. More gator skinning. Nicholas Dowdy. He's somebody I do have to kill. Let's swap into that. Got him. Pretty tidy fashion, if I do say so myself.
I know we haven't always seen eye to eye in the past.
Cardamom.
But I would invite you to join me in an endeavor that will be mutually advantageous. As I know you're aware, the town of Corinth has been.
I need 2 more pirates, and apparently I missed saffron down there somewhere.
An arrangement that I believe has run its course. I know you and your crew have sought to acquire the tribute in seasons past, but the Iron Rose has successfully deterred your efforts. This season, I would invite you to make the attempt once again, with the assurance that the Iron Rose will not be unhappy. In fact, you may find Guard Captain DuPont is very quick to surrender when you confront him on the road. In exchange for your participation and your discretion, I will share the locations of the legendary Verdant gemstones that we might share in their bounty. Yours in good faith and in confidence, Francis Turner, Speaker of the Winds.
Jerk. Had to be done. Pirates, man, you can't you can't deal with them as if they were anything other than pirates. Hanging's too good for them. Oh, I didn't get the verdant gemstone. I'm not a fan of cascading quests. Quests where you finish a bit and then it gives you more to do in the exact same location. That has always struck me as being just a god-awful mechanic. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I'm going to take this gemstone, which is bigger than me in every single dimension. Okay. Catherine?
Sweet success!
Yes, here's your stuff. Ding, 16. for Windsward.
Oh dear. You spooked me. I must complete my collection.
Well, I'm scary.
I
That's
collect
understandable.
Oh, wood and
Let's see, 155 meters in that direction, and probably the same place. So I am sorry about not doing the new content. I did some earlier today for a couple hours. But unfortunately, the queue was so long I still wouldn't be into the game. So it was either not play until later, or it just wasn't an attractive. There were no attractive options, so I chose to play this character on a much shorter queue.
The withering comes from the very earth here.
600 versus
The druid's
2,000.
charge was to keep it at
Took
bay,
about 20
but
minutes.
we failed.
there you are.
Whereas I tried
We got that
for
emerald gemstone and bought us our escape
a half an hour or more,
Excuse me,
and only went
but I
down
think
about
you have this all wrong. This is
200 or
not some
300
common
on the other
druid
servers, so
driven about. It's the key to
wasn't
fix
going
the
anywhere,
world.
sadly.
The tower there, the gemstone.
The other alternative was to play some more Legion, which I do plan on playing.
I'm sorry to dash. More important, you see, the ruins are protected by. Oh no, the verdant gem. Thanks.
Pardon me if
I
I'm
must
skipping
go
this,
speak with
particularly
Sage
because this is
first.
so much better voice work than the AI stuff we've got in the new expansion.
Believe it. What happened? Well, when
It's
you
either
supposed to
AI
make my way back, and I'm sure I'll bump into you.
or they've hired the worst voice actors available and then didn't pay them enough. Mysterious legwear. My current legwear is medium. I actually kind of would like light. We'll hold on to it until we get some light. A hot meal pot. 2 concealed vaults. Life motes. And a life mote. And other stuff too. Weak recruitment pack. And a basket of sweets. Pirate captain shoes. I didn't realize pirates had specific shoes they wore, but evidently I was completely wrong about that. That's heavy legwear. We're not interested in heavy. We actually want to get our weight down below the 13 here, so that we have the dodge ability of light armor. So normally that means like you can get like the chest, or you can get like the head and one other piece as medium, and the rest is light. Let's see, we've got... Alright, we might as well get rid of the blunderbuss, because that's currently disabled because they're bugged. That's a hammer, regular sword, frost and void, and that is 130, and that's 155. Alright, up there we've got Face the Ancient Guardians and Investigate the Mirador Shrine. And a turkey. I didn't want to do that. The turkey attacked me. You saw it. It attacked me. My tracking and skinning are up to 15. Small prey can now be tracked. Things like turkeys and wabbits, wascoey or not. This is some sort of ancient artifact. They attacked me from behind. They are quite literal backstabbers. I'm pretty sure I actually got that one. Don't know why they didn't give me credit. Probably is they just don't like me. Don't like the cut of my jib. Or the jib of my cut? No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, collect the investigate Fallwatch Overlook. Well, that's different though, right? That's here. No, maybe not. But we'll figure it out. You and me, we'll figure it out. I will place the verdant gemstone here. We'll grab the ancient coffer, because, hey, fat loot. Okay, that was not particularly... As loot goes, that was on the rather diet side. I believe there it is. XP Pitchfork. Not sure which way is facing forward. Evidently that is forward, okay. Alright, and then we've got 288 meters in that direction for Foulsworth Overlook. I do enjoy the game. I was saying I was a little bit disappointed by the expansion, but it's hard to tell how much of that is just the voice work is so dreadful. And either they managed to get a bunch of monotone, no talent voice actors. Really? Are you kidding me with this? Or it's all AI. I think it's all AI because the lack of human affect is the same, regardless of which voice or which character. It's all the same. It's all bad in exactly the same way. That is gold. I thought it was gold. I can't mine gold yet. Puma. Okay, how about instead we hit it with that? So I can't really separate my opinion on the expansion content and the voice work. Somebody scared the turkey. Okay, there's the ancient artifact. The ancient Slarty Bart first. Make sure nobody's sneaking up on me. Dirty, stinking undeadies. All right, that's 147. The other one's all the way back at town. Boink. Boink. Good evening to all of you. That was for sure my iron node and someone stole it. I must seek revenge. And 2 more of them that have been stolen. They have stolen what was rightfully mine because I think I deserve it. I have to admit I'm not making a compelling case for myself. Another gator. Got it. Take them crockle gators when you get them. Hi, Yelena.
Gleam in your eye. You found something? Yes. These are precisely the types of things I'm looking for. The ancients did not share our methods of construction at all. The items you helped add to my collection suggest multiple possibilities for the ancient. Do return sometime, and we shall explore these matters further. It's clear they were key, but the kind 2 hands? 4? It's not.
I'm skipping through it, even though this voice work is 1,000 times better than the stuff in the expansion. Which is dreadful. It's actively bad. Okay, let's see, what do we got? 10% increased base damage on consecutive heavies. I'm not doing consecutive heavies. Consecutive heavies reduced? No, we don't do consecutive heavies around here. Critical chance increased by 10 when the attacking targets are at least 3 meters away. I don't think most of the time I'm doing pokies, I'm actually hitting anything that's 3 meters away. Light attacks have 5% increased critical chance. I like that. The others here, just so I can see. Last hit of the light attack chain. Slows. Skewer deals 20% increase against their full health, so that's an opener. That one's pretty good. We'll want that one. Already grabbed that one. Heavies break stuns. They break stuns. Huh. Wait, you mean they break through the blocks? Or you can do a heavy attack while you're stunned? It stuns when you break their bar. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I just generally don't use them. My assumption was always that they are more useful in instanced group play kind of stuff. Clearly that could be my mistake. Let's see. Headshots inflict rend. Surrounded by 3 or more foes. I'd rather not be surrounded by 3 or more foes, thank you. I don't think we want to really reduce the explosion. You land a headshot, heal yourself. That's not bad. More base damage any foe as long as you've not damaged them in the last 10 seconds, so that's not going to hold. Armor is increased by 10% while aiming. Heavy attacks deal 10% increased base damage to foes with 100% health. Most of the time I'm opening with my rapid shot. Increases the distance arrows travel before being affected by gravity. That seems good. Thank you for the info, Willie. Have you been playing? I did play the expansion content earlier today for a couple hours, but the queues were murderous for my evening session, so I came back to this character from last night. Where have I got to go? Rejoin my allies, travel to the Amrine Temple to locate the Taskmaster's heart. Well, that doesn't seem to be all that far away. Oh, it's that far away. Ah, 1100. Yeah, that's different. Can't get in because of the queues, or just can't get in? Yeah, the queue started at like 2200 for me, and I think I got it down to like 18 or 1900, I think, after half an hour or 40 minutes. And I said, well, if I want to stream tonight, I'm going to have to try the other server. And even then, I was a little bit after when I would normally stream. I didn't see bugs. There were reports of bugs. The voice work has got to be AI because it's all bad, and it's all bad in the exact same way. It lacks human affect. So at first people said it was AI. I thought that's unlikely. And if it was just the one character, I would say maybe. But it's not. They all have the exact same lack of human affect. So I feel pretty safe in saying it's done by AI. And not well done by AI. If it's actors, if it's actual voice actors, they should get a different job. Because they were terrible. If I'm mistaking it for AI, I think that's a pretty good indicator of how bad it is. If it's not AI. Harvesting 20. Yeah. I mean, if it's just a line, you wouldn't know. Right? Or a couple of lines, but all of it has the exact same cadence and feel. No one really has any emotion in the things they're saying. You know, at first I thought that they were, people were overreacting. And the first couple times you talked to, was it Morghese? I think is the character, that we know from the storyline that you have to meet. Talking to her, she sounded a little not quite right, but it could have just been the actress. But they all sound bad in exactly the same way. Is the best way I can put it. I mean, when I've gone through this game, even on multiple characters, generally, I don't want to say I often listen to the conversations. I've been skipping it here. And as I said on last night's stream, I fully intended to listen to everything in the new expansion. I had to start skipping through it. Because it has no real human affect, it's not really communicating in human terms. You're not getting the little intonations in when a way a person speaks that deliver context and content. Like I said, it's possible I'm wrong, in which case they hired incredibly bad voice actors who delivered really flat, characterless voice work. Well, we got all of the freaking hemp that we can carry. No, we didn't. Oh, this is hemp. This is hyssop. Hyssop, I think. Used in cooking. Hyssop. It's one of those things where I saw it in the game and I had to look it up. What the hell is hyssop? Where are we? There. We can go to there, and that'll open up another waypoint. So we'll head there. Grab that, teleport back to town. But that's not it. That is the PvP beacon, right? I think. The content seemed fine. I was a little under-leveled for it, I think. Gear-wise, anyway. My gear was my gear level was a little bit low. Didn't die, but I almost died. A lot of very, very fast respawns, as you would expect in a busy zone. And you get a couple things aggroing on you and no one else is immediately around. They aggro on you because they respawn and immediately start attacking. They almost got me once. But I fought them off. I was too tough for them. Okay, maybe not too tough for them. Oh, we got some nuts, anyway. Ding 17. Love to play New World again, but the queues during your play window and the install size. The thing is, the install said 50 gigabytes. Now, if it did download 50 gigabytes, but it didn't install 50. It installed a lot less. So, if your issue is disk space, I don't think it's actually an issue. If your issue is bandwidth, that's different. It's still an issue. I'm not sure there was a whole lot of additional data, but it was 50 gigabytes of download. And the queues, yeah, they're miserable right now. This West Coast server I had was 600 and I got through it in about 20 minutes. But on the East Coast server I tried first, it was more like 40 minutes and I went from 2200 to like 1900. So that just wasn't going to work at all. So it was either I don't play tonight or I play this character. Or create a new character on a less busy server. But I just created this guy last night. Also, if you never purchased the Angry Earth expansion, you now get that and this free. So what it may amount to is you may have to wait either for the queues to go down or for some time where you can log in while you're doing other stuff and wait for the queue. But I do sympathize for sure. Pardon the yawn. It's not you, it's me. Wasn't there somebody in here I'm supposed to talk to? Are they upstairs? Oh, it's the group meeting where they're all talking about going to beat up the bad guy.
I'm sure we can find a reasonable punishment for the speaker. One that
The speaker.
You're a sensible man, Sadvik. Maybe too sensible.
I turned up the volume earlier.
Sharpening this blade and we'll do it your way. If not, I give him a taste of true suffering.
that gets my
I don't know if that was bad because I was so far away from the characters.
I'm no less
Yeah, it
infuriated
was.
with the speaker's actions than anyone else. I did. Moira is
I did
sorry
turn the
for
volume
storms
up on the
that
client
join-
earlier today so I could hear the not impressive voice work. Now, I'm not one to go for conspiracy theories. I'm really not. But earlier today, before I logged in on Reddit, there were a couple threads about AI voices. And all those threads were gone when I logged in after hearing the AI voices. So either the mods are nuking them, and not everyone is hearing what I'm hearing. And what a lot of other people are hearing.
It's rare to see someone who's just arrived become such a pivotal figure in Corinth. But and with the situation in Winsford more dire than it's mostly just...
Eternum's ruins tell the tale of a magnificent civilization.
I'm skipping this because I've seen it many times. If you're a new player, you would want to go through it yourself.
Yes, it does. Why?
Let's see what we've got. Recruitment pack. Need to get to that at some point. Sap of Brightwood drums, sheet music. Well, let's open it. Moats and stuff. All right, let's see. Not as good. Not as good. I made myself a better one. I'm all heroical like that. These are light pants. My current pants are medium pants. I want the ability to go light. Are we there? Not quite yet. I think we've got medium chest and medium hat and gloves. I know we can keep 2 pieces. I don't think we can keep chest in 2, but I think we can keep like head and gloves if we swap in a light coat. I can probably make one of those. I know we don't want the heavy. That's more max health. No, it's not. Never mind. It's definitely not. But I can probably make myself the light jacket, and that'll drop us down to light tier of stuff. Let's make more linen. 112. That was a lot of hemp. So if I make a light chest, linen shirt. No. I think we probably are going to, most likely going to end up with focus or int for the inherent. Let's go ahead and drop in and hope for Dex or Con. Or 2. Wellness, health, and lightning harnessing. Wrong button. So, that's a higher item level. Gives me 0.5% wellness to wellness, lightning harnessing, increasing my lightning damage. They're telling me I don't do lightning damage. So I give up some armor, but I should now be a light. Yep, so now my equipment load is light. I have light legs, and so I think with feet and chest being light, we can wear like gloves and pants, I think. So if I swap back to medium pants, it's medium. So we cannot, in fact, do it that way. Okay, so we are probably at our... Oh, we have medium head. So light, we can swap in boots then, I think, and still keep a light load. The reason we want a light load, if you're not familiar with it, is light, medium, and heavy have different kind of dodges. Light dodges have an actual dodge. Medium dodges have sort of a leap, and heavy dodges are just like a step. Where are the 3s? Okay, over here. Let's move some stuff out. Say that, and that, and that, that. It's... all the cooking stuff can go. The crafting mods. All right. is that? A waypoint. I set a waypoint there? I don't remember setting a waypoint there. We've got 6 more points. Working towards the next one, which is base damage while stamina is not full increase and increased encumbrance. Okay, the faction representatives are in Oxborough capital. Over here we've got Oracle Thurismos to find an ancient map. So we're headed east, and then that is the other starting town, right? Yeah, that's the other starting town. Well, I guess we head east. Pardon the yawn. Oh, man. Is that a boar? Because I need to kill some boars. It's a boar. Not sure how many of the boars I need to kill. That's a turkey. Do not need to kill turkeys. I have been killing them out of spite. Okay, not really true. Not out of spite. In my family, we have a long history. Hatfields and McCoys between me and the turkeys. I'm bullshitting. 2 is in that direction, right? Yes, so now we just need to head east. Or we can just go through the little gap here. And then run into a great big wall. My plan needs tuning. You can tune a plan, but you can't tune a fish. Don't have the mount yet. I've not gotten the breadcrumb quest for it yet. Pardon me, Wolf. I thought we got the breadcrumb quest at 15, but maybe not. Evidently not. Maybe 20? He said hopefully. Oh, somebody just left their box of provisioners stuff here and a crate. I'm thinking that one of the like rare critters spawns here and someone just killed him. More hyssop. More herbs, or herbs as we in the US call them. The old tidal cave. I can't get up there that way. Okay. It's probable that climbing the mountain was not the most efficient or effective way of getting here, but now that I see where I am, it does seem like that's the way I always end up doing it. Missed me. An ancient coffer. Well, I can assure you, I too am an ancient coffer. See what I did there? It's funny because it's true. What was that, young man? That's just... Ancient chest. I have one of those. It's between my arms. Can't miss it. We'll have to work our way back up, if memory serves. Yeah. Just a goodies. That was not what we wanted. Even a little. Okay. No! As someone who plays Guild Wars 2, I can assure you, the New World engine, it has its strengths. It is not made for jumping puzzles. Even a little bit. I'm copying the map. Actually, probably an etching, something like that. Talk to Nessa Harrower. Harrow. Is that another chest of goodies? It is. And another chest of goodies. It's just... And another chest of goodies on the right. It's just not my way to not grab all of the chests of goodies I can. No. It's that sort of thing upon which I make my case that it's not made for jumping puzzles. And they do shoehorn them in every once in a while. And it's just not made to support them. Is there no way up? I do not think that there is a way up. I do not recall, but it does not seem like it. I have another weatherproof note just sitting here. We'll work our way around then. Got a couple guys out there fishing. A rational response to fishtails. I believe when I learn fishing, I have to come to him for, like, level ups or special goodies or quests, something like that. The bottomless cup. Oh. Doesn't seem like it's very useful. You pour in liquid, it goes right through into your lap. A little more hyssop. Ginger and hyssop. Mint. Some nutmeg. I'm not nuts about nutmeg. But I would like more time. Alright, we have quests there. That is Moonshadow Guardians and defeat Kasari the Taskmaster. Well, okay then. A peppered lynx. Well, I peppered it with arrows. Is Nessa back in town? Yeah, she's in town. The Amrine Temple. Amrine? I'm gonna go with Amrine. It's level 16. I'm not. Or am I? I'm level 17. I think we go through the overpass or underpass, whichever pass. Oop. Nope, can't reach. Ooh, bluebellberries. More bluebellberries. Kaboom! An earth-shattering kaboom, let's be clear. I think that's the first one of these I've been able to harvest. I think they have a requirement of 30. Yep. Dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones. He dropped something. An ancient spear. Your turn. I will say the bow is an excellent weapon. And the triple shot, the fast shot, whatever it's called, the fact that if all three hit the same target, it has a cooldown of like 4 seconds. Alright, we get the bossy mob in here, I think. go ahead and grab the loot. Then we'll back away and wait for him to respawn. Is that him? That is him. Is he coming? He's coming. I need to defeat one more Guardian. That's going to be easy enough. We just swap back into the old bow and arrow and we light them up. Oh, not that one though. We light up a different one. Someone lit him up before I could light him up. Well, I'm sure there's an organ donor, a mobile organ donor around here somewhere. There's one right there. Like that. Coney. Over there. Yep. Squeak. Unlock this. Unlocked. Talk to Yelena.
Did you defeat the Taskmaster? Amazing.
Tajetnova.
Let me see what you found. Well, now, I don't go disappearing, Simon. He disappeared. Yes.
Pardon my skipping through that. Hope you understand. That can go. 175, 155, that can go, that can go. I will often keep around weapons so I can skill them up if I decide I have a reason to. Heavy footwear? Definitely no. Current is light and we can't swap into mediums. That medium is better than that medium though. Right. Where are we off to next? Ness is in town. Venture into the Amrine expedition. No, thank you. Not interested in expeditions. Also, it's level 25, and I'm not. It's not far to town, but I can recall the inn. Might as well. I'm going to AFK for just a second. While I do that, I'll be right back. first real rain. For, 6 months or something. We had a little bit of drizzle one day previously, and that was about it. Oh, they were in there. Right next to me.
Excellent.
Pardon me.
I'm afraid we've not
Ancient
had much
coffin.
luck with these scrolls. But let's see. Moira and I will get to work on deciphering. After you left, they...
Level 18. I got another point on the map, I'm assuming. Yeah, Windsward. And should be one more level and we'll crack the 100 barrier. What's above that? Dude! I'm not playing the new expansion. I did earlier today for a couple hours, but the queues are murderous right now. So I'm on the same character I was on last night. The queues are really bad. The reason I could get into this one is the queue took about 20 minutes for 600 people, whereas it was 2,200 on the server I have my one cap level character. And after about 40 minutes, I'd gotten about 300 or 400 in. Thank you. I have no idea what you're talking about. The text is clearly not on. Are you hallucinating? Did you bring enough for everyone? So it's very much a hit or miss on the servers right now. But because I couldn't get in, it was either I don't stream or I stream the Legion remix or I come over to this character were the only real choices. I didn't realize I should have logged in earlier or tried to and been ready, but I'm not a professional streamer. I just play one on TV.
Now, let's not trade accusations about betrayal and blame. We've all made mistakes.
It must be the cinematic volume is low. Settings, audio. No. Oh, movie volume. Yeah, that's low. All right. There we go. And frankly, I'm convinced that I'd heard there were some posts on Reddit, which are now suspiciously gone, talking about bad AI voice acting. And I got in, and the first character I ran into, it wasn't good, but I'm not sure that's AI. After hearing them all, I'm certain it's AI. They all are bad in exactly the same way. They lack human affect. Every individual sentence for most cases are fine. Pronunciation is great. It just that they're not human. They just don't feel or sound human. And that, for me, is a huge distraction. Then I'm not actually really following the quests because it just sounds like I'm being talked at instead of talked to.
Before you counsel patience, I'd ask you to remember the atrocities this speaker and his conniving lackey have committed.
This has more human emotion in it than the 2 hours I played in the expansion.
To pay in blood. I'm not arguing with that, but with my bad.
Marcel?
That Iron Rose thug wants to carve me up, but well, see, my part was just to the pirates. Look,
Collected the second verdant gemstone. Just happens to leave it sitting around. He's just really not good at this whole being a bad guy thing. He's got the greed part down, but not the competence.
I don't know why you're so determined to bring me down. Snoop, I've never seen that in all my days.
You're a liar and a bad guy.
Go on.
You know, I'm sorry. The words I've so longed to hear. I'll clean up here. You have an...
You're not handing me over to him, are you?
Kind of, yeah. Sure. Talked me into it. Do with him as you will. The simpering petty evils. The great big evils. Everyone knows it's the little petty evils that vex us all every day. Quote me on that. I wouldn't, but you could. To be honest with you, AI acting is perfect for MMOs and such, but maybe they cheap out and use cheap, not good AI model. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't expect them to use a cheap AI model in that Amazon. I think if you wrote knowing what it was going to sound like, you could get workable, certainly regular conversational stuff, you know, a bartender saying, what'll it be? Or a vendor saying, sure, what have you got to buy or sell? Or do you want to buy or sell? Something like that. But actual narrative, whatever they're using, it ain't there.
So the speaker himself had the second gemstone. How did I not see that coming? Saves us some trouble.
I'm a believer that AI can do an enormous amount of things. But people are trying. Right now, AI is the hammer, and everything in the fucking world is a nail to the people with hammers. Trump AI voice acting, it's 10 out of 10. Well, yeah, but he has no human affect to begin with.
Well, you'll be glad to know we've made progress. That does seem to be the...
Also, you can do voice to voice. And that works, I would expect, pretty well. I have seen voice to voice done. And that's relatively convincing. What did I just get? Did I get more goodies? Mysterious handwear. My current handwear is medium. All right, hey, medium is fine. Is it better? Let's find out. I'm so excited. Slightly better, same wellness numbers. We're at 6 of 6 stacks of wellness. Either way. So slightly better armor and a total of 3% health gained between these 6 stacks of wellness. Oh, what? The voice to voice? I think in the long term, that is far more likely to be prevalent, where you'll hire one voice actor to do different parts. And then they'll just do voice to voice translation. Pants. My current pants are light. I think I still need to stick with the light then. I have magnificent pants. And what I wear under them? Nothing at all. And that's why they're magnificent. My current pants are better. These aren't that magnificent. I'm going out on a record saying those really are not that magnificent as far as pants go. What, did I miss something over here? No. Travel to the Shrine of Kokab, or Kochab, with the Verdant Crystal. Of course I have the Verdant Crystal. When? I could have sworn that we got the mount by now, but evidently I would be swearing incorrectly. I do swear a lot. More so off-stream than on-stream, actually. Where are we headed? We need to go around that way. Around the outside. Around the outside. Well, we can fast travel to there from inside the settlement. Really want to play Pillars of Eternity and Weird West, but both has almost 0 acting. It would be amazing for those as mods. If they can get it working. I mean, if you want to see it in action, you can check out my the VOD from my stream earlier. That's magnifyinglens.tv or YouTube, either or. .twitch.tv. And decide for yourself. I mean, there's some bad voice work. This guy in particular, Hapless Hound.
Oh, I think we'll be seeing more of each other down the road a piece. Yes, indeed. Always down the road a piece.
That is way, way better than anything in the expansion. Not even close. Oh. Try that again. I mean, I think voice acting is one of the things that in the future AI will be able to do. You'll be able to instruct the AI as to the character of the character, and AI will fill in the blanks. But at least as of right now, whatever they used for the expansion here, at least for me, isn't coming close to cutting it. Oh, we've got an elk. A stag. Can we get it? Got it. You know, the first character, Morgaze, whatever, that I ran into in the expansion, I went, I don't know, because I saw people were complaining about the voice acting. I don't know if that's AI or not, but they all sound bad in the same way, and that's the deciding factor for me. There's no human affect. AI is going to change everything, but it is not the universal hammer. Apparently, a lot of companies are finding that out, too. They're trying to do stuff it's not really designed for and finding out, hey, VP of whatever it is you're VP of, why did you have us change over to this? It's not working. We laid off a shitload of people. We need them back. Artist's brushes. I will accept that quest. Let's see, we go up. Whoop. Key factors if they sound good. But if not, then no thanks. Yeah. And I think that's coming, and we're all going to have to adjust to it, and the businesses are going to have to adjust to it, and sadly, the employees are going to have to adjust to it. But it's going to change all kinds of stuff, and a lot of the impact is being understated right now. People going, yeah, well, that's not going to actually affect anything. It almost certainly is going to affect everything. It is the very definition of a disruptive technology. No, no. Return to Corinth. Why do I have a feeling? My brain is telling me I've missed something here. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. I have learned that frequently when it comes to things, my brain has shit for brains. Ah, Medea. That's what I needed.
Seems someone has finally.
Eventually we have to fight her, but she's a good guy. Just kind of a...
Well, now. I have...
She's crappy. Oh, that guy's going to get the iron that I wanted. I'm sure of it, jerk. Yep, he is. Hopefully there's another node over here somewhere that I can grab. Well, he didn't go looking for any other nodes. Maybe because that one was right in front of his node. Sorry. Oops, there were a couple over here. Gold, I think. A couple of gold nodes, I think. And, well, somebody took care of that. Yeah, we're headed the right way. We have a quest right below us in there. I think I'm probably going to regret this. But we'll find out. That's a Dankfur Hollow. No, it's outside here. There it is. I forget what quest this guy has, but we have Iron Node. I am Iron Node. Bam, 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 bam. Sorry. I get 2 veins. Got 2 veins. You probably think this game is about you. Old guy music reference. Sorry. I think he's the, or she is the painter, I think. My mining is up to 10. I can now mine silver nodes. Tsui Fin.
There is a serene little pond. Beware.
There's a serene little fawn with a very angry
Ooh,
bear.
Don't stop. Getting mold. Another. I imagine you. I don't.
Blabby, isn't she? Oh, more iron. Hunt Eldergate pumas for gamey lion meat, and then follow the trail of bloodied cloth. Puma meat. More iron. Oh, I've been whacking on the iron vein. My brain filled in the blanks incorrectly. I saw int. And we need... Well, we got that. And this is going to come off cooldown. We'll take the stag too. Predator and prey. You know? Venison and rawhide. gamey lion meat. Oh, you wanted the regular lion meat? I'm sorry, we only have the gamey stuff. And I need 2 more pumas. We got a number of the stags around. I think we have a puma closing in on us. Sneaky hunter. One more puma. Something's moving over there, I think. It's a puma. We got our 3 pumas. And our 3 gamey lion meats. We get the regular meat too, but apparently these ones come with extra gamey meat. Follow the trail of bloodied cloth to the bear's den. I'm sure the bear is going to be a delightful fellow. It is continuing to rain quite hard out there. I would not be surprised if we ended up with some flash flooding. First rain of the season. And it's coming down hard. You know, some localized flash flooding. Not here. Not where I am. As my home is no longer even has the driveway in the 100-year floodplain. Originally, the driveway of my place was in the 100-year floodplain, but the Army Corps of Engineers came by a few years ago. And not anymore. All right, big honking bear. Incoming. It's a big haunting. It's Scratchy. Where's Itchy? He was a big bear. Sorry, Scratchy. I feel kind of bad. And I'm over it. Come on, there we are. Box of supplies. Not everyone realizes bears actually, they use supplies. I totally didn't make that up. Now there's somewhat orichalcum, I think. Lodestone. I can't mine that either. I don't have the mad skills, yo. Did I grab that one? Yes, I did. That's the one I grabbed. Okay. Out we go. Where's Sui Fen? That direction. Right. $37 is my harvesting. 428, 92, I think. That would be Sui Fen. Oh. Oh. He just wants to get away. Fine, he can run away. Meanwhile, I will smile and whack the Iron Vein. Let's see, we got more over there. I'm just gonna grab that. Another node just warped in. One of the things I felt they should have done was, like, instead of having, you know, if I were to come back here in an hour and no one else had been here, I'm pretty sure these 3 nodes would be either here or right around here. I always felt that they should just have more locations lots more locations, and that when somebody mines this iron vein, it appears somewhere distant in the same map area. To keep it random rather than allow people to, camp an area and continue grabbing all of it that shows up like this. That having a lot more places it can spawn, and then having every node spawn in a different place.
Oh,
always
wonderful.
made more sense to me.
This will make a pleasant.
I defeated the bear.
No,
I am level 19. And we're heading back to town. We're close enough, we'll just hoof it. Any more iron around? Got a fair number of wolves around here. Lower level, I'm not concerned about them. Ooh. All I can say is nuts to me. Squeak. The guy's name is Chewable High Chew. Because of course it is. And here we are, almost home. For instance, there it is, just popped up. There is a very large spawn of hemp right here where this guy is farming. And so there were always people standing around here when, anytime there's a new server, there'd be a lot of players standing around waiting for respawns of hemp, because hemp is needed to make linen for armor. And it's not like something that spawns all over the place. Where 15 meters? Gotta be inside. I would like to pick this up, but I don't have a Night Veil costume. That's the Halloween event.
My brushes! I tried searching, but as soon as I got...
I got Artist's Pigments. And what else? We gotta talk to 132 meters away. Pardon me. Nice big yawn for you. I'm glad you... I hope you enjoyed that. It's the town hall.
Always returning
Mr.
victorious,
Agrawal?
looking like it. I understand you well enough. Oh, and thank you as...
Talk to... Oh, Grace O'Malley again. Oh, she's amazing, Grace. Yes, yes, I make that joke every time. Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. What do we get? Artist's Pigments. I'll leave those in the box. What's in the box? I believe... Oh, nope, that's a rapier, right? Rapier and longsword. I like to keep one of each weapon type around in case we get... Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. We leveled up. We have our constant, or our dexterity is now up to 100. Increased base damage while the stamina is not full. So if we're if we dodge, our damage goes up a little bit, but more encumbrance. I'm going to start putting some points into Constitution now as well to make myself a little more, manly and tough. Deep strike. Oh my. There was something else I wanted here. Let's see. Land a headshot, heal yourself for 10%. That wasn't bad. Critical chance of bow shots by 10%. Yes, please. Thank you. And another point in the map. More storage, baby. More storage. What didn't I get in the character? I didn't click accept. Or a sign, I guess. There will be a sign. Hello, Grace. How you doing?
Well, look at you. Breathing life back into this wee sad town. You almost make me want to pitch in. But I've been anchored here too long. I'll be heading up north. I was thinking
She's going
to
north.
convince you to come with me. You've got to come. You need to be going after that. Oh, Will, go help the druid.
I can't judge if it's a good Irish accent or not. I don't think it is. But it's definitely better than what we get in the new expansion, just saying. All right, we have a fire staff. We also have a life staff. I think we've got one of each of the various weapons now, but I'm not positive. One is over yonder. Quite a ways away, but we can fast travel to the Noblery Shrine because we've been there. So we'll scurry. That's what I'm doing. I'm scurrying into town. Oh, I was talking about why I was going to have, I always carry one of the items around. First of all, we've got a chest, which should give us light armor. I doubt it's going to be as good as what I made for myself. But it is a conviviality vest. Might actually be not as good now. What I'm wearing has, I don't know, 30% better armor, wellness, and the lightning harnessing does me no good. Potent vivacity. Hey, I have no problem with my potency, okay? I will not stand for such base calumnies. We only want acid calumnies around here. Oh, I was going to look here at the season. You must have level 25 to access seasons. I'm not level 25 yet, so I can't show you the season. The season has a little mini-game mechanic. And you might get one of the objectives would be to kill 10 things with a void gauntlet. You can't do that if you're not carrying one around with you. So that's why I got into the habit of always carrying like one, the most recent, the highest level of each flavor of item I have gotten. Frankly, I'm not liking that guy's odds with the 2 swords against the enormous creature. The enormous creature does look a little imposing. Speak with Nessa Harrower outside the pirate base. Oh, aye, we're going back up against the pirates. Arr. Berries. Hey. These are delicious. They're very good. Just never stops. My brain does it on its own, I promise. I am not to blame for the things that come out of my mouth. I am to blame for most of the things that go into my mouth, but not the ones coming out. And my brain does it on its own.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too.
Well, I hope you ate a patient. Oh.
That's a couple of notifications I have gotten from my Amazon voice-activated device. It's Michael Lewis. I actually know a friend named Michael.
Francis was working with the pirate. You know how well. Already thought in this. 'Cause 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 'cause
All right, we're going in. We've got, let's see, a whole bunch of stuff and find Captain Korapati. But also, we gotta murder dudes and blow up stuff, and it's going to be a busy day. Busy day? Yeah, just spent 3 hours burying the cat. 3 hours to bury the cat? It wouldn't keep still. Kaboom? Kaboom. Anytime now you can kaboom. Thank you. Swogglesmere. I've heard that about him, that he's a mere swoggler. Swoggler. Oh, I'm not liking him. I will also eat some food because I should have buffed myself before I started dealing with Swogglesmere? Whatever the hell. That guy's sleeping. We got more sleepers. That's silver. I can mine silver. They're not going to mind. I feel safe in saying. Got a supply stockpile. More silver. I like how I'm doing that without moving my arms. It's a skill. I can teach it to you for a price. Everything has a price, my friends. Everything. I had no desire to kill the poor lad, but did I really have a choice? No. Clearly, I had no choice. It was him or me. He started it. I felt it was necessary for me to finish all of that kind of stuff, you know. You can blow up. Thank you. That wouldn't have been necessary if he wasn't there. That first shot hit him right in the head, right in the melon, right in the cabeza. Get more damage for headshots. I need 2 more cannons. Well, hello. Hello, me ducks. Poor little feller. Didn't last long at all. which is good. I'm cool with that. That's fine. Okay. Good, good. Captain Koropati's hideout. All right. Somebody is doing badness at me. He is. What the hell? Is it him? If it was, he's not doing it no more. What do we got? Something over there, too. Defeat First Mate Shamgar. Is that him? That is him. A chunk of crystallized ectoplasm. Oh, that's gross. All right, we need to eliminate the alligator Susanna and Captain Koropati. I just saw a brief flicker of my lights, so if I suddenly vanish, you'll know why. Another one. So I would not be surprised. If at some point, lens went bye-bye. Power-wise. Hopefully in no other way. All right, Koropati and the alligator. I think the alligator's like down here, down below. But I may be misremembering. I think I'm misremembering. I think it's Koropati, and I think they're both up there. I could die here. It's a very real possibility. That's Koropati. I'll grab the saltpeter. And that is Susanna. Got them both. Grab that. Grab the chest goodie. Grab the supply stockpile. Skin the gator. Get the hell out of Dodge. Somebody hit me with something. Not a fan. They're shooting things at me. Why? Just because I killed their... I killed their bosses. I know a lot of workplaces where if you killed the boss, they'd buy you a dinner. And not like McDonald's, like at a real restaurant. That has been my patented turkey impersonation. I hope you enjoyed it. You don't get that kind of entertainment on every streamer's channel. And by entertainment, I don't think I can actually say that that was entertainment. Once again, I am mining iron with the power of my mind. Easy. Anyone could do it if they're a certified psychic genius.
That'll teach them. I could see those explode.
Splendid.
Is it going to be enough to get me to level 20?
You'll need to take the gemstone. Agreed. Just think.
Yes, Sting 20. Dun, 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 dun. Mount quest is unlocked. It is a 20. All right, I thought it was 15. I was wrong. Please, savor the moment. Me saying I'm wrong. Doesn't happen much. Nor should it. Void of 150, void of 275. How did I guess that one can go. This is light chestware. I'm wearing light chestware. This one looks like it might be cooler looking, but no. Light gloves. I'm currently wearing medium gloves. These are higher. That might allow me to wear the medium pants that I have here, right? Maybe. Let's try it. We go with that. Can we now wear the medium pants? We can. All right, so we have two pieces of medium now. We have a medium head and medium pants, but we're under the 13.0 weight limit for light maneuvering. Excellent. What do we got? Nuts? I think we have nuts. Sometimes you feel like nuts. Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't. Old guy TV commercial reference. Not sure if they've had those ads for like ever. Travel to the Shrine of Sirius with the Verdant Gemstone. We have a quest over there as well. Right, okay, well, we'll grab the quest.
I know you're aware of our supply shortages here in Windsor.
Nice hat.
To help restock our food and wood stores. And for that, we are...
Travel to the Shrine of Sirius, where I was going anyway. Oh, that guy grabbed the thing I was going to grab. Bastard. Dirty, rotten. Filthy. I'll take it out on this wabbit. And on this puma. Sorry, lynx. ...203 meters away. Well, I think... Yeah, I'm going to teleport back to town. And I think I'll be back at tomorrow... in the evening, if I can remember, and we can get, depending on the queues, I'll recall to in. I'll be back on that. Maybe an early session, maybe not. I'm not sure. Again, that's to some degree going to be dependent on the queues. Pardon the yawn coming again. So, I will be back for an evening session, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, the usual time, with, I think, more New World. Might be a morning session, probably starting between, well, an early session, starting between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific. I will drop it into Discord. But I'm not sure. I expect I'll be playing, either way, I'll be playing New World. That's my expectation. Other things coming up. Tuesday. Nope. Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll be enjoying adult leisure beverages and warming up for Sunday. What's Sunday? I'll get to that in a second. I will then be off on Thursday. On Friday, we have the open beta for Arc Raiders, which looks like a blast. I really hope that for release, which I think is the end of the month, I hope they release with PvE only servers instead of PvE BP extraction. PvE extraction. Which is how the game was originally designed, by the way. Originally as a co-op extraction game. That looks like fun, so that'll be the 17th. 18th, I'm not certain. I'll be playing whatever I feel like of these new games that I feel like playing, which is Legion, Remix, it is New World, Arc Raiders. On Sunday is my annual mortality reminder day. Another lap completed around the sun. I'll be drinking to excess and playing whatever the bleep I want to. Who knows? Whatever fancy strikes me is what I'll be playing, and that's my plans. Beyond that, on the 28th, we have Guild Wars 2 expansion, and that's going to keep me busy for a while. In the interim, after the 19th, I'll be off the 20th, so the 21st through the 27th, I'll be playing whatever I feel like of the currently hot games. By hot, I mean for me, not necessarily for anyone else. I'm always going to play what I want to play. It's one of the advantages of not trying to make a living at streaming. I'm just here to have fun, entertain people, hopefully have fun with them. Anyway, back tomorrow. Normal session for sure. Maybe an early session, more New World. Hopefully the expansion content, but maybe back here. If it's back here, at least I'll get my mount. But I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. It really matters. I should be back at it again tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your day, evening, night, morning, afternoon. Choose one or more. Take care, and ciao for now. Goodbye, guys.